Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at GCNlive.com.
Good morning. Greetings, friends, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like psoriasis and eczema and rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing, regenerating system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your phone calls. On The Bright Side, we've got a new number, 844-236-6010, 844-236-6010. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we are here for you. We want to help you change your life today. We want to help you help others change their lives today as well. 844-236-6010, 844-236-6010. If you've been dealing with the medical model unsatisfactorily, if you're still on prescription drugs, if your doctor told you you're going to be on prescription drugs for the rest of your life, this represents a failure of medicine to take care of the body. But we don't need medicine, folks. Good nutrition, good breathing, correct thoughts and correct emotions, spirituality, whatever that is for you, that's pretty much it. Put the good stuff in, take the bad stuff out. We can help you understand how to do it. 844-236-6010 is our number. If you want to join the Brightside Ben phone team, or join the Brightside Ben team, call the phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. For a one-time $10 fee, you can start yourself a longevity business, earn yourself thank you checks, work out of the home, enjoy all the tax benefits associated with having your own business, and participate and enjoy the longevity culture of health and wellness without drugs, without medication, without the medical model. That's 866-735-2470. Of course, you can also just get your products at the wholesale price for a one-time $10 fee, or you can head over to my website, brightsideben.com, and click on the Join the Team link. Or check out my blog, pharmacistben.com, and click on the Join the Team link. We update pharmacistben.com with news stories and blog posts regularly. Thank you to Robert Lundgren, my webmaster. You can also go over to benfuchsarchives.com and search any of the programs which are archived, all at brightsideben.com and also at pharmacistben.com with search engines. Okay, welcome to The Bright Side. Once again, we're talking about hormones, a subject really super important subject, as important for health as it is misunderstood. It's a misunderstood subject, and it's a critical subject. One of the most significant players, arguably the most significant players in the functioning of the body and all of biology, that's the hormones. They're the major control point for what a cell does or doesn't do. And we always say all disease is cell disease. So clearly all disease, if all disease is cell disease, there's going to be some kind of hormone level that can be affected or hormone level that is affected. Any kind of inappropriate or unhelpful activity in a cell, cells making too much of something, too little of something, growing too fast, not growing fast enough, is going to involve on some level a hormone. Everything a cell does, for better or worse, is done in response to the action of hormones. And in this way, all health, all illness, all disease on some level involves the functioning of hormones. There's two kinds of hormones. Well, there's lots of different hormones, but one way we can classify hormones is by classifying them as soluble liquids, think like water, And these are squirted out into the bloodstream, usually. And then there's another type of hormone that's more like a steam. It's sprayed out. It's sprayed out as a mist or as a gas. And because of this misting effect or gas effect, they have rapid effects, and they don't require the participation of the brain. They act locally. So you'll cut yourself and a mist will get secreted out to cause some kind of inflammatory effect or wound-like effect in response to this kind of steam that is emitted in response to injury. These are gas hormones, and they're important for the emergency response because they act so quickly, especially when it comes to protection / inflammation and wounds. We talked about carbon monoxide, we talked about hydrogen sulfide, and most recently we've been talking about nitric oxide. That's the bodybuilder's favorite hormone gas because nitric oxide is a major actor in building and in growth and in repair. All of the gas hormones have a kind of a dual nature. They're known more for their toxicity. Obviously, everybody knows about carbon monoxide in high concentrations. It's a deadly gas, an odorless deadly gas. Hydrogen sulfide is a stinky deadly gas. And likewise, nitric oxide is a key component of air pollution, and it has a toxicity to it. But like its colleagues, like its cousins, hydrogen sulfide and carbon monoxide, nitric oxide is critical to the optimal functioning of the body. And at just the right amounts, nitric oxide is not a toxic gas at all, but rather a magical breeze, a magical wind that is especially important for the circulatory system, and it's been known about, at least something like nitric oxide has been known about for 150 years, since the beginning of the pharmacological model, the modern pharmacological era, mid-19th century. That's when nitric oxide, really one of the first drugs, nitric oxide supporting agents. We'll talk about what I mean here in a little bit. Nitric oxide supporting agents were known to open up blood vessels, relax blood vessels. Nitric oxide's amazing, amazing power, especially when you consider how short-acting it is and how temporary it is. Nitric oxide's amazing power is really a function of its two elements. It's two major elements. Nitric oxide is just two little atoms, nitrogen and oxygen. And in the world of biochemicals in the body, it doesn't get much simpler than two elements, nitric oxide, nitrogen and oxygen. In fact, all the gas hormones, carbon monoxide is carbon and oxygen, and hydrogen sulfide is just hydrogen and sulfur, just very tiny little elements. But nonetheless, they've got amazing, amazing properties. In the case of nitric oxide, the power of nitric oxide is a function of nitrogen and of oxygen. Oxygen is breathed into the body. Super important, obviously. Nothing's going to throw the body off kilter and into anti-building and anti-repair and pro-aging and disease faster than a shortage of oxygen. That's why deep breathing is so important. Oxygenation, maybe the single most important health strategy you could ever use. Deep breathing is an important strategy for helping the body maintain good oxygen levels. So is moving the lymph in the circulatory system by using a rebounder, a mini trampoline, or walking or running or any kind of bodily movement. All of these are ways of increasing oxygenation to the tissue. Just the action of the chest muscles when you're breathing can have a pumping effect on the movement of lymph and the movement of blood through the circulatory system. Correcting digestive imbalances, eliminating food toxins, pro-inflammatory food toxins, all of this can have a beneficial effect on circulation, the movement of fluids, and thus oxygenation. So can a good probiotic supplement. A good probiotic supplement can be as effective or nearly as effective for oxygenation as, well, maybe not as effective as breathing, but certainly is pretty darn important. A good probiotic supplement can help us process our foods and eliminate inflammation and digestive toxicity, thereby improving oxygenation of tissues. Maybe not as important as breathing, but certainly very, very important. As far as nitrogen goes, you got to eat that. You're not going to be able to breathe nitrogen even though our atmosphere is 3/4 or even more nitrogen. That nitrogen is unavailable to the human body until soil, or more appropriately bugs in the soil, bacteria in the soil, transform it into a usable form. And this way the humble little bacteria is responsible for the lives and the optimum functioning of every animal on the planet, including human beings. And how do you eat this nitrogen? Only one way, protein. The air is nearly 80% oxygen, but in this gas form, it's inactive, and it takes those little bacteria in the soil, they call them nitrogen-fixing bacteria, to activate it. And guess what? There's something we do on a regular basis to our soil that destroys these bacteria and obviously then the plant's ability to get nitrogen to make proteins, and ultimately our ability to get protein from food. I'll tell you what that is when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away.
Hello, it's Tom Chenault from The Tom Chenault Show. We are experts in home-based business and residual income. We show people how to make money from their home, either part-time or full-time, and in partnership with Genesis Communication Network, we've organized a team to fight back about people not having money, time, or health. And we need your help. What we want you to do is, if you've got an interest in building an organization to fight back against people taking our money, taking our time, and taking our health, we want to talk to you. All you need to do is call this number, 855-308-8326. Again, all you want to do is call 855-308-8326. You can make a tremendous amount of money and end up fighting for a great cause. Please call us right now.
Mike Stenerson from Midas Resources. At no time in history have precious metals been more important, certainly not in my 22 years in the industry. The dollar has lost over 90% of its value in the last 60 years. No fiat currency has ever survived the government printing presses. Ours is not immune. The time is now to be proactive. 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. Anything tied to the dollar is at risk. CDs, annuities, 401ks, IRAs, stocks, bonds, you name it, so decide. Do you want to leave a legacy of wealth or debt for your family? The choice is yours. Call me at 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. That's 1-800-686-2237, extension 116. Be proactive, not reactive. Call 1-800-686-2237, extension 116.
What good is a Big Berkey water filter?
We get that question a lot here at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And in a word, the answer is protection. Protection from water main breaks, E. coli contamination, environmental chemical spills, pesticide runoff, chlorine taste and smell, and all forms of fluoride. Plus, Big Berkey water filters are the original gravity water filter system and most trusted on the market for a reason. Tested by multiple independent NSF EPA certified labs, they are the gold standard in water purification. At only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. That means big savings. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get a Big Berkey today at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit our website or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
Free from the shackles of corporate America, we're the place for independent thinkers. GCN.
Are back on the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben. Thank you for joining us. Our number is 844-236-6010. 844-236-6010. Got a couple lines open for you, and we'll get your phone calls here in the beginning of our next segment, 844-236-6010. So there's something we're doing to our soil on a regular basis to make sure that the nitrogen-fixing bacteria aren't around to do their work. No nitrogen-fixing bacteria Plants don't get the nitrogen, plants don't make the protein, plants become less proteinated, if you will. And then the animals that eat those plants don't get the